I wouldn't know when I started dancing when I was 16 that I'm gonna be who I am today. I just enjoy what I'm doing. If you believe in yourself, keep doing it. The doors will open for you. God will make way for you to become where you want to be. Moving there, I got the salary. They have the saving. They cut the saving every month for us. This money, if you still continue staying in Hong Kong, you can use this money when you reach 62 years old. But when you moved out of the Hong Kong, you can take this money with you.
Does it pay well?
So I would say it's 6 หลักต้นๆครับ So
Each month?
Each month.
Arabian nights like Arabian days.
Step, développé, pas de val, t'en as pas de balachine.
I wanna be like you, ooh, ooh. I wanna be back, just like you.
คุณอาร์มสวัสดีครับ
สวัสดีครับ
Welcome to AM Hour.
Thank you for having me ครับ
First of all, could you please introduce yourself, who you are, and in your own version, who is คุณอาร์ม
ครับอาร์มนะครับ I'm a Thai dancer who work in Hong Kong Disneyland for 9 years already and I currently working in Hong Kong.
You are a dancer working with Disney's.
Yes, I'm a chorus dancer. So the show that I'm currently in is Mickey and the Wondrous Book.
Tell me a bit about your journey before you became a dancer at Disney's.
Before I moved to Hong Kong, so I actually graduated from Chulalongkorn University, Faculty of Fine Arts, and majoring in ballet. So I studied dance department, and ever since I moved to Bangkok, so I just working and studying at the same time. So I do like dance event, I do teach, I do musical theater at Ratchadalai, and also like ละครทีวี also ค่ำเวลาหารัก and also concerts, and yeah, the entertainment industry I did a lot before I moved to Hong Kong. After I graduated from Chulalongkorn, so I still working as a dancer or choreographer until Disney came to Thailand to open the audition in 2015. I think it's around late 2015. So that is the second year that Disney opened the audition in Bangkok. So I joined because I really want to go. Because there's one Thai person that I know, which is from the first batch that they got their audition from Bangkok. So I kind of know the idea, I kind of know the salary, and it gives me an inspiration to go there because I want to be better in English. Because when I was in Thailand, my English was really bad. Like, this is the chance that I will be good at English and I have a chance to like practice English. Yeah, and yeah, I went to the audition and I got it.
How did you fall in love with dancing and how did you become a dancer?
Right. I started dancing when I was 16, I guess. That time, my friends invited me to join the dance competition to be number 1 teen aerobic and dancer size. And that's how I started. So we practiced together. We just like, you know, we don't have coach. So we just like practice with each other. And yeah, we joined the competition. And then I was like Morsi. I think it's the first time that I joined the competition. And then we went into like ระดับประเทศ and we continued doing that for the last 3 years. I mean, for the last 3 years when I was in high school, which is ม.4 ม.5 ม.6 So that's how I started. And I fall in love with dancing right away when I started. I didn't know that this is it's quite magic, I would say, because before dancing, my passion is about drawing. I really know that I wanted to be like architecture because I really love like designing house. Like I would have a book and I just would like design the house by myself, something like that. But since I start dancing, I totally forget about that. And also another passion of mine is เล่นดนตรีครับ I used to play sax alto. I used to be in วงโยธวาทิต also. And also I love sports. But dancing is the most things that I really enjoy back then. And I keep continue doing it until now.
So you fall in love with dancing since 16.
Yeah.
But when did you feel like, okay, this can become my career?
Because I have รุ่นพี่ and that graded from the same high school and then the same dance team, and they went into Mosawar, which is also their department of dance. And since they moved to Bangkok, they seems to have jobs right away. And I also have an idea. Oh, when you study in this major, you also can become like dancers or dance teacher. That's how I see myself. And it's true, when I entered Chulalongkorn University for the first year, I also got a chance to do like dance event. I remember my first dance event was like in RCA in the club. Yeah, that was my first one, and I got money, and I was like, wow, I can make money at the same time I'm studying, and it just keep coming.
How did you convince them, or how did they allow you to become a dancer? Because like, if I'm your parents and I'm not super rich, then I will feel a bit risky having my son being a dancer.
Talk about this topic. My mom is quite okay and support in what I'm doing, but my dad wasn't, which is he's not here anymore. He already passed away like 3 years ago. But when I was about to enter the university, he wouldn't support me about like going to the dance major. But I showed him that I can survive. And when I moved to Bangkok, that's why I'm so happy that I got to work right away, because that money, I told him, because the first year I was in Hor Nai, Hor Nai in July is really cheap, so I stayed in Hor Nai for like a year only, and then after that I moved out. But I told him that you don't have to pay more. You just have to pay the money that you pay, the same amount that you pay for me in Hor Nai, so I can make my own living by like working and pay the rent outside. And I keep doing that ever since. So I think he can see that I don't have to ask him for more money. And like after I graduate, I just working on my own. I make my money. I even give him money. So he just kind of automatically like accepted that. Yeah.
Was it difficult to convince them?
Actually, I'm so stubborn. I don't really like follow, or I don't feel down when they're not supporting me. I'm so confident in what I'm doing. I always say the word confident, which I really feel that way, because I know that what I'm doing, I'm gonna be somewhere in the future. Yeah.
Sometimes being stubborn is a good thing.
Right. I would agree. I agree with that.
To become a dancer with Disney is a dream for a lot of young
Right.
generation, for a lot of children out there.
Right.
I need to ask you about the money though. Does it pay well?
It paid quite well, I would say, and the benefits is quite good. So I would say it's 6 หลักต้นๆครับ. So
Each month?
Each month. Yeah. And for me, this is one of the reasons why I want to move there, because as I told you that I have a friend who worked there already, so I know, and I kind of have an idea like how they live there, how's the salary going. So yeah, and the most expensive things in Hong Kong is the rental. Yeah, and apart from that, it makes sense for me. Yeah.
So you can make a sustainable living being a dancer.
I would say yes, because according to my friends as a performer at the same show, the oldest that danced with me is like 53 years old. Yeah.
53.
53. And another one, he's another theater. He's 54, almost 55. But then that was their last year. Yeah. And then after that, they just didn't get their contract.
And I assume that the benefit that you get from being a dancer is that you get to take care of yourself as well, right?
Right. And also, I would say that I got paid to do exercise, this job. And you being healthy by going to work, because for me, the workload is not like making you sick or anything. It just makes you stronger and healthier. Because to be honest, like when I go to work, the moment that I work is the moment that I'm on stage. Yeah. And apart from that, the free time, I'm just like going to gym and just like take a rest or like sometime watch podcasts, get some new inspiration, and also practicing my dance skill. Yeah.
So it's not 8 hours a day.
Actually, the time that I have to be at work is around 8 hours a day, but it doesn't mean that 8 hours I have to work 8 hours. No.
Sometimes you can just exercise
Yeah.
and
There's
relax
a lot of
yourself.
free time.
It's like a dream job somehow.
I would say yes.
The best thing is probably that it's matching to your soul as well, right? To
Yeah.
be a dancer.
Because in Disney, it's the happiest place on earth, and it's magical when you are there. You would feel that everything is so positive, and my job is just to spread the positive to people, spread the happiness to the people that comes to watch me. Yeah.
And that's very important nowadays, right? I mean,
Right.
With
I agree.
everything that going on with people that surrounded with negativities. The fact that you are the center of positivity, how does it feel?
I feel at ease because being surrounding by good energy, I would say, it brings you the peace, and also at the end of the day, you wouldn't feel tired in terms of mentally. Of course, there are some moments that you are crashing with some people, but it's still not bad at all because working in such a big company, everyone has to be professional in everything. We are not shouting to each other. We talk with reason, and negativity wouldn't show up much, I would say. Yeah, mostly it's like people just nice to each other.
What about the fact that you get to be at Disney? How does it feel to be in a company that bring happiness to the people?
To be honest, I feel proud working in Disney because it's not just I'm in the big company, but moreover, I feel like the happiness that I spread to people, I feel like that is fulfilling. And every time I see their smiles, the clapping, the shouting, I feel like at least when I wake up and I make someone happy. You know what I mean?
Do you feel that every day? Like today, I'm gonna make people smile.
I don't need to set in my brain that okay, I'm gonna make people smile. No, the moment that you are on stage, I dance from within. I dance because I love the job that I'm doing. I dance because of the music that I'm listening and dancing. I'm enjoying it, and that feeling, I think the audience can touch it, and that's why they express it. They clap, they shout, they scream sometimes. So, yeah, that is really magic for me.
So it's been 9 years.
9 years, totally 9 years. Basically, this month is completely 9 years for me.
And the contract, is it year to year or?
The contract is year by year. So they renew year by year. Basically, you have to do the audition every single year. There's no guarantee that you're gonna keep going. So.
Yeah, but that's a sort of the the insecurity that a lot of people may feel.
Yeah.
Like, okay, even if I perform well this year, next year you might not get to work
Right,
here.
right. So that's why like everybody has to maintain their standard, I would say, because you never know if one day you're gonna be here or not. So you have to be good and just be professional. That's what I would say.
But aside from Disney, I mean, I hope this is not going to happen to you, but if you don't get the contract, then I'm asking this because a lot of people who want to be a dancer.
Yeah, right.
Is there any other companies, or in case you don't make it to Disney,
Okay.
is there any backup plan that you might still be a dancer and get paid?
Okay, so I'm gonna separate in two cases. So the first case is someone who is already old, like my friend, like 55. So in Disney, apart from performer, you also can do other stuff. Like if you cannot dance anymore, you can do something backstage, because if you're working in Hong Kong more than 7 years, which mean you can become a permanent resident, which I'm already permanent resident also. So you can work anything in Hong Kong. Yeah. So my friend now, like, they're also doing something backstage, apart from when they cannot dance anymore. Yeah, that's the case in general. But for me, I actually have a passion about นักแสดง also ครับ So I actually got into the Hong Kong movie, and it's gonna release this year. So
Wonderful.
stay tuned. Right now, it's already in the Berlin. We call Berlinale. It's like film festival, and also it's gonna show in Asia soon. I also have a passion about this so much, and I hope that in the future I can do this stuff more. And for me, I wouldn't say that I want to be in Disney forever, because it's already like going on the year 10. So I feel it's enough, because I know that there's a lot of stuff that I want to explore. And also in terms of business, I also have a plan of doing something about like dance studio, because I also teaching apart from doing performer in Disney, because I'm already a permanent resident, so I have the right to do other stuff. So yeah, that's quite a plan.
There's a lot of dream that a lot of people may want to have this life, being a dancer, being an actor. You get the citizenship of the Hong Kong,
Permanent resident.
permanent resident.
Yeah.
You get to teach.
Yes.
What do you think made you outstanding? What do you think made you that you can achieve your dream? A lot of people may want to be you, but they don't get a chance to be.
I would say that I do everything from my heart. I wouldn't know when I start dancing when I was 16 that I'm gonna be who I am today. I just enjoy what I'm doing, and I keep doing that until I get where I am today. And what I would say is that if you believe in yourself, keep doing it. The doors will open for you, and God will make way for you to become where you want to be. Yeah.
Despite how rare or despite how impossible it seems.
Right.
Right.
I'm also struggling a lot. There's no smooth way for everyone. You have to struggle. Even though you're already on the top, doesn't mean that everything is smooth. You also have to struggling in terms of like finding your way to move forward. But don't forget to enjoy it. That's what I always tell myself. Like, just enjoy what you're doing.
Tell me a bit about your downtime. You mentioned that you struggle a bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, how was it like? When was it? And how did you overcome that?
Being a dancer, being an actor, sometimes your own story affects For example, like I break up with my ex-boyfriend, or I have a problem with my family, something like that. But at the end of the day, you cannot do anything. You just have to accept it and move forward. Like when I go to work, even though I just cry at the backstage, but when I go up onto the stage, when I jump onto the stage, I'm another person. I have to switch because the person that come to watch me, maybe they only have one chance to watch me, and I cannot give them the negativity. I only have to do my job. Yeah, and when the show finish, you can continue crying. It's okay. And for me, I accept the fact that being a human, you cannot be happy all the time. Throughout the life, you cannot be like, this world is so happy. You cannot lie to yourself. For me, I try to find the balance in the middle to be ready to be sad, to be happy. Like I kind of tell myself to prepare. If you're happy, all right, then just enjoy it. But it's not going to be forever. If you're sad, okay, just be sad. It's also not going to be forever.
Can you tell me more about like the struggle and what we don't get to see from the
Okay.
front stage?
Okay, so for me in my show, I do more than just one role. Like there are 6 roles that I have to perform, and in these 6 roles are different blocking. Sometimes it's the same choreography but different side. So you have to bring sati with you to work. You cannot just like jump onto the stage and do it. Like you really have to review on your own before you jump onto the stage to be able to prevent all the accident. Or sometimes you can crash with people if you don't know where you have to be. And the other funny thing is like this one is like out of control, like slip. I slipped and I fell on the stage like a couple of times, and you just have to stand up and like the show must go on. Yeah, that's also like the thing that sometimes it's kind of become traumatized for me, especially in the winter time. The stage getting more slippery because the floor is really dry, which I hate the most. But the only thing is that I just have to be careful more.
What about the competition amongst the dancers? Is it like a movie? Is that you have to compete against each other to get that spot that you want?
No. I wouldn't say that you have to compete with other. The only person that you have to compete is yourself. Because at the end of the day, and it's you that they get to see. You know what I mean? Like it's you that they want you to stay or bye-bye. So basically you just have to maintain and compete with yourself. Don't lower your standard because every single show they have a record. So and you never know, sometimes the casting director or the boss just like come watch the show with the audience. You know, if like this show I'm so tired, I'm just gonna be chill. But if they come to watch the show, right?
So it's more like teamwork, more like you have to compete yourself, and your teammates are your teamwork, right?
I think being professional on yourself, and everybody has the same mindset, and we work as a team, so it brings a group moving forward together quite well, because you don't have to bother other people. You know what I mean? And I feel like working here, people are having this mindset. So that's why it's quite easy to work with professional people. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the benefit of working in such a top company like Disney.
I agree. Yeah, because it's already shaped people that already like, good.
How did you manage your financial security with the fact that you used to work as a freelance?
Yeah.
I think now you can understand that, and you work as a dancer. A lot of
Yeah.
people struggle with being a dancer financially.
Yeah.
How did you manage it well?
So when I was in Thailand, when I was freelancer, I don't have saving. Yeah, not because that I keep spending, but because of I have to
You don't
support
make
my
enough.
family also. And moving there, I got the salary. They have the saving. They cut the saving every month for us. This money, if you still continue staying in Hong Kong, you can use this money when you reach 62 years old. But when you moved out of the Hong Kong, you can take this money with you. So basically, every month they cut the money, like, for example, around I think 10 to 15% of your salary already to save it. Yeah, and also I save it on my own another 20%. Yeah.
So that's you have a plan for that.
Yeah, I did this plan ever since I'm in Hong Kong because I know that what if like I don't have a job for 1 year, so I'm still okay to like explore
able to live
myself
there.
for something else or resting. And also at the same time, I'm trying to do other stuff because I know that I'm not going to be in Disney forever. I try to make another pipe of money coming in, like for example, doing this social media stuff. It's also one of the way that I can earn money from this also. Yeah, and also I would like to do more business in the future. And the business, I wouldn't talk much about detail yet because it's still in the process with my partner. So we'll see in the future.
What's your next goal though?
My next goal.
Now that you have achieved a lot, what's your next goal?
My next goal is become a movie star. It's so I wouldn't believe that one day I would say this because I already did. As I said that I already joined the Hong Kong movie, which will release this year, and I hope after this movie came out, I will have a chance to do other stuff in the movie industry because I really enjoy doing and being an actor as well. Yeah, that is the biggest goal for me. But apart from that, I also want to do business because, as you grow up more, you just want to make more pipe for the money to come in. Yeah.
But a lot of people in the media industry, in the entertainment industry, they keep saying that okay, it's a short-term thing. You're not gonna be able to make money for like 10 or 20 years. But you are so inspiring that you are like, okay, you become a dancer and now you want to act in a movie as well.
Yeah.
How did you get that positive and hopeful vibe?
The thing is that I'm stubborn. I did dancing and also acting at the same time ever since I was in university already. So that's why I know myself that I love both dancing and acting. And being an actor in the movie, it's my dream. And back when I was just 16 years old, I don't know where I want to be, but I just love what I'm doing. And also it's the same feeling now that I just started the movie and I don't know where am I going, but I just love what I'm doing. And in the future, if it doesn't make me rich, I'm still okay because I don't have to be rich, like super, super rich, because you never know when you become super rich, you're going to be happy or not. The only rich thing for me is what I'm doing and I'm happy and I'm enjoy doing it. And what I would say is no matter people going to talk to you, they just talk. They're not the one who brings you to where you want to be. So you can listen, but listen and then leave it and then keep going. Yeah.
Is there any retirement plan in your mind at all?
I don't want to retire. To be honest, I want to dance. I want to keep moving until I die. Because my dance teacher, like Kru Tam Narapong, he is my dance teacher. He's like, I think almost 80 already, but he's still dancing. and not just him. Like I see the people surrounding me that are more than 50 years old. When they're still dancing, they look young, they look healthy, and I want to be like that because I feel like dancing is such a good therapy, not just like making you healthy, and also for me it's the meditation also. When you're dancing, it's just only you and the music. If you think about something else, it's kind of same things that doing the meditation. You cannot focusing on something else. Only you and your ลมหายใจ right? Also same as dancing. You and music only. Especially when I'm choreographing the dance step for my class. Like I can be with myself and music for like hour and 2 hours. That is like my best meditation ever.
So I can assume that in the future when you are like 60, if I show up to your place, you may still be dancing.
Yeah, I mean, I'm also a dance teacher. If I cannot do anything, I mean, if I cannot move much, I still can teach, and I also still can move. Yeah.
It's good that people have this, like activities, because a lot of people now are consumed with their mobile phone.
Yeah.
Too much stress at work and everything, and a lot of people now they apply for classes, yoga, dancing classes to let their emotion go, right?
Yeah, this is one thing about Hong Kong society. People really love like working out, taking dance class, because I feel like Hong Kong people, they kind of look for something longevity. Like this exercise in Hong Kong is really like going on and on. Since I lived there for 9 years, like for example, like the students that come to my dance class, they are like, some of them almost 50, but they look so fresh and so young and so beautiful. Yeah. I encourage everyone to do exercise. Even though just dancing is fine, but at least you like doing something to make yourself alive. Yeah. You try and then you're gonna thank me later.
The secret recipe is
Dancing.
get to move.
Yeah, dancing or anything, any exercise that you enjoy doing. Yeah, you don't have to go to หมอนวด at all if you know how to like stretch yourself. This is one of the things that I always like talk in my live streaming in TikTok. I always encourage people because they always ask me like, you eat a lot, but why don't you get fat? I was like, look at my job. My job is going to exercise, and apart from that, I also do gym, do weight training, and I just encourage them to do the same.
You need to teach me now, because I'm reaching 40 and I feel like.
But actually, you kind of in a good shape. Actually,
you.
Yeah, you're not fat, but maybe you just have to find the activities that you like. Yeah, but I wouldn't say that go hard at the beginning because you will give up easily. Try to find something. What I would say is that set your mindset is to the way that I'm going to do this until the rest of my life. What can I do in terms of exercise? Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's a good lesson for me.
You're welcome, ครับ
Thank you for coming to AM Hour. The fact that we get to communicate in English is, I mean, we both. I was born in Nakhon Sawan. You mentioned that you were born.
I was born in Saraburi,
Saraburi.
but I studied in Nakhon Nayok.
So we didn't actually get to learn English since
Right.
we were super young.
Right.
But at the end, we get to communicate. We get to talk to each other, and that means a lot.
Thank you for having me, ครับ I'm so honored to be here.
ครับผมขอบคุณมากครับ
ขอบคุณมากครับ